Hi all, my name is Amy Lou, and I partake in all forms of making, but consider myself a hooker at heart. I founded Makeout, a monthly craft gathering in Somerville, and I teach at Stitch House. I'm going to show you how easy and fun it is to use this and this to make backyard bundles. If you look, you can see the leaf as if it's been photographed. It's burdock leaves, either torn or patterned to leave whole. Botanicals such as ferns, flowers and nuts for printing, sticks and stones for wrapping, pine cones and stems for painting, anything is possible. These are coreopsis flowers. The tight binding is necessary for clear prints. Once it's bound, I immerse the piece in water or steam. I simmer it slowly for hours or days on whim. You should gather thoughtfully and safely from the garden, composter, parks, and even our beloved market basket. Some examples are fern, peony, rose, and onion skins. Look for plants that have already fallen to the ground. Be conservative and try random experimentation. Peony is one of the first leaves in spring, so in a desperate attempt to be outside and make, I tried it. You can see the rad results. Silks and wools are great for this. The shirt is rose leaves printed in silk knit. I made a dye stew with our neighbor's fallen grapes, carefully laying the leaves to maintain a clear image. I got great color and our whole house smelled like Kool-Aid. It was awesome. Let's talk some more about the process to get a print on fiber. Be fearless and take risks. Experiment and play. Anyone in this entire room can do it. Any age can do it. Take that old sweater or silk blouse and just bundle it up. Back to the wool and peony leaves. Again, they are tightly wrapped. The bundle was steeped in a recycled dye bath of found and fallen black walnuts. The pot simmered for 4 hours, and the piece cooled overnight in the dye bath. Unwrapping is the best part, as it's always a surprise. Here you can see the metal I used for wrapping made its own resist print. The green shades are the leaf print, and the purple shades are the tannins from the walnut reacting with the rust on metal I used. The lines are from the binding. Another way to make marks on fabric is using protein liquid as binder on cellulose fiber. I made the sun and the taproot piece by painting with dairy on old linen sheets and letting it cure. I used a pine cone and diluted yogurt to paint the sun. This experimental piece is very thick woven wool and wispy silk, stitched with cotton and silk threads. You can hardly see the fern print, but my old tea bag made some nice purple splotches. I just balled this one up and just threw it in the steam. This is my favorite. It's over a yard. I fussed over it for 3 weeks. I heated it on and off to keep the mold at bay and to see what kinds of results I would get. The pole, the peony, the eucalyptus, and the way the fiber was folded created a completely sentient print. You can change shift the color and change the print of your fiber by using iron, copper, and futzing with the pH. Here's a homemade bath of oxidized copper and one of rusty nails and vinegar. Bundled silk chiffon, soaking in dockseed, makes a glorious pink. The chiffon doesn't take to printing as easy as a more opaque fabric, but it's beautiful to work with, and oddly is so forgiving in the dye bath and super inexpensive. On the left is a bundle steeping in a stainless pot. Pots made with aluminum, copper, and most especially iron pots, like the enameled ones with rust, can and will shift the shade of your piece. On the right are eucalyptus prints on silk. Does this make you think of a sidewalk covered in maple leaves? Printing on concrete or fabric, it's the same idea. On the left is fabric dyed with lobster mushroom and printed with maple. Right is hand-stitched, folded, and steamed watercolor paper. These are from a workshop I did with elementary school children. We walked the library grounds and foraged for all sorts of plants. Goldenrod, wild carrot, tansy, sticks, barks, and leaves. Everyone had a ball unwrapping their presents. These are wool leggings, cut and ready to sew, printed this past October with ferns, woad, and hibiscus from our yard. The lines show that they were folded shibori style. The pink shade comes from wood brought back from India and steeped at the same time as the bundle was heated up in the pot. You can see the woad leaves make a glorious print. Sometimes I can even coax the indigo out and get a tinge of blue from the leaf. Some of the best dye plants, like woad, are considered invasive species as they can reseed like mad. Thanks so much for listening, and I truly hope that you now look at that old flower arrangement or your compost, that fallen maple leaf, or even your soured milk as something to make with. My website is amyloustein.com. Let's make out at the Armory or at Stitch House. And remember, it's always better to get your hands dirty. Thank you.